Hey ladies. Okay, so I've gotten a lot of requests for doing another video. And lately I just haven't really um, known what to do. I haven't had much to say. I've just had too much going on, and really was not had no funnies in me, and it was just kind of hiding out. So I apologize for my hiatus and everything. Um, but I'm back. And instead of talking about being mommy, or, uh, parenting, household stuff, I've got more like womanly talk at the moment. And it definitely comes into uh, parenting also because let's face it, I have an 8-year-old son who is moody at best. Um, all he really wants to do is watch that gameplay. And I don't understand the gameplay. And he watches hours and hours of it. And then whatever game it is that he has watched wants to go buy the game and literally can beat the game within like a day and a half. And so that's like $60 down the drain. And anyway, I know, shocking. It's not Red Bull, but I have taken some really good pain meds today, and I'll get into that. And so I don't need caffeine. I am hiding out in the bedroom. So, last month, I had a fabulous infection, and I was in the hospital for 6 days. And a few weeks after that, I had a lovely follow-up, and I needed a mammogram. I'm 37, just turned 37, and if anyone has a family history of breast cancer, um, mammograms are essential to start early. And checking yourself, feeling your breasts and knowing your breasts are very important. Right before I went in for my mammogram, I actually noticed a lump in my left breast and was a little concerned. Anything out of the ordinary is concerning. And it actually didn't show up in the mammogram. It's kind of really far over. But it did show up in the ultrasound. So I had the enjoyment of going yesterday. I went to my mom's doctor's. My mom is BRCA1 positive, and she has already beaten breast cancer twice. So I went to her wonderful doctors yesterday and had a biopsy done. And you have wonderful pain. It's a little painful afterwards. During, it's not. They numb you and put a really long needle into your breast, and it makes a really loud clicking sound. First time I jumped. The second, third, and fourth time I was kind of used to it, and you don't feel that at all. You will be sore maybe for a day or two. Not terribly so, but tender. And you don't want anyone jumping on you or hitting it. You could then end up with a hematoma. So I am in my room, hiding out from the 2.5-year-old twins. So my husband's watching them. I also got genetic testing done to see if I am going to be BRCA positive, either BRCA1, BRCA2, and then there are a few other genetic markers that they're looking for. So I go back Monday to find out the results of everything and then our plan of action. Being 37 and the mother of 2.5-year-old twins and an 8-year-old, and just the fact that I'm 37, I honestly didn't, I guess, really plan on this, although I kind of did. I've always said I would have a mastectomy by 40. I was I was about 12 when my mom was first diagnosed with breast cancer. And after seeing what she went through, I didn't want to go through that with young children. I just didn't. And then in November of 2014, in her early 70s, my mom was again diagnosed with breast cancer. And we found out that she was BRCA1 positive. So knowing all of that, I always felt having a mastectomy healthy would be a much easier thing than being forced to do it after being diagnosed with cancer. And here I am at 37, facing the possibility of having cancer. It's a very scary feeling. And it's a scary feeling not knowing if the tiny little lump in your body is the only lump in your body, if that's where it started, if it's in your lymph nodes. There are so many questions that come with finding a lump, having a biopsy. With my family history, I would most likely have my ovaries removed, which then brings on menopause at 37. It's just more than I had already prepared myself for. And I don't think anyone's honestly ever prepared for a cancer diagnosis, ever. And no one's ever prepared for what that diagnosis means for their family. We live in a small town. We are about 2.5, 3 hours away from the surgeon and oncologist and people that would be able to properly treat me. So for my husband to be able to work and also be able to get me where I would need to go, people to take care of the kids, these are things that we definitely don't have answers for yet. And yes, I'm jumping the gun on, I don't have an answer as far as if, I have cancer or if I'm BRCA positive. But uh, sitting and waiting is really hard. I don't think anyone's prepared ever for the sitting and waiting part. Anyway, for anyone out there who is either um, waiting for results, who just found out, or is going through cancer treatment, you're not alone. There's a huge community that's here. So I'll keep you all updated, and I hope everybody has a fabulous Tuesday.